And though my kingdom awaits, I've forgiven my mistakes. I'm coming home, I'm going home. Tell Florida I'm coming home. Hey girls, so a few days ago I put up a video that was just a couple titles, and it asked you to ask me some questions for a Q&A video, and of course that's what I'm doing right now. So I have the video and the comments up on my phone, and I'm just going to go ahead and scroll through and pick some random questions and answer them for you girls. So thank you so much for all of you who asked me questions. I'm excited to answer them for you. And if you want to participate in a future Q&A video, then just keep an eye on your subscription box, because I think it's pretty easy just to put those out there for you girls. But also, if you haven't already, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. The link will be below, as it always is. Because that's another good way to get in touch with me anytime you have questions. And I may start putting out like my Q&A video things in a tweet instead of in like my YouTube. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. The first two questions come from Makeup Girl Rocks, and her questions are, what are your favorite YouTubers and what's your favorite color? So for beauty, my favorite YouTuber is BeautyBaby44. I've said this tons of times on my channel, but I just really look up to her. I think that she makes great videos, she's super consistent and really passionate about what she does, and I just really respect her a lot, and I adore her videos. I always get really excited when I see them in my subscription box. And then my favorite, let's see, music YouTuber, that's a difficult one because there's so many good artists on YouTube, but I think I'd have to say Chester C. He's talented in a lot of ways. He puts up skits and stuff, but he has such a good voice and I love watching him on YouTube. For short films and like creative videos, it will always be Dominic Fear or Dom Farah. He makes the most awesome short films that I've ever seen done like not professionally, just a kid in college like making his own stuff. I think he does such a great job. They're so professional and just so well done, and I have a ton of respect for him. So other than that, there are a ton of different channels that I love to watch, but those are some of my favorites. So I don't want to ramble too much about them, so I'll just stick with those for now. And then my favorite color is purple. I don't really have a reason behind it. I've just always loved that color, and specifically light purple. It's just so pretty. My walls at home are that color, so yeah. The next question comes from Dancing Diva 17, and she asks, if you could switch lives with anyone for a day, who would it be? And for me, this answer is actually super specific. I doubt most of you even know who he is, but I would switch lives with Kevin McCarthy. And Kevin McCarthy is a film critic, and he gets to go see movies all the time. It's his job. He just goes and watches them and then writes reviews on them. And then he also does interviews with tons of celebrities, and he's just someone who's had a lot of really cool opportunities and just has such a fun job, because he just deals with movies and interviews actors and actresses and directors and screenwriters and everything like that all the time, and that's just his job to go do that. And I just think that would be so much fun to do. I guess that makes sense in the fact that I'm a film major. The next question comes from Ali Buggy 96, and she asks, what's your biggest regret? I think my biggest regret is not being more outgoing and more myself in high school. I was definitely more the shy type, and I didn't really like speak up, I guess, and like talk a lot in my classes. I had my close friends and that was it. And now that I've gotten to college, I've really let myself come out of my shell, and I'm so comfortable here. I've made so many different friends just all over campus, and I love it so much. So I think that's one of my biggest regrets, is not letting this part of myself out, I guess, in high school. It was just a hard time for me. I feel like a lot of people have issues with high school. You know, there's the transition of growing up and starting to become an adult, and it's just a really hard time. Don't get me wrong, high school is fun as well, but it's just like an interesting period of life, I guess. And so I think if I could go back, I would try to make myself be more outgoing and more myself, because I'm very happy now that I've done that in college. The next question comes from Jenna Carilo. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong or any of these other usernames wrong. And she asks, do you think the best female artist is Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift, or Demi Lovato? And out of those three, I probably would pick Demi Lovato. But I'm not particularly a huge fan of any of them, but I do have a lot of respect for Demi Lovato. I feel like she has some good music out there. Skyscraper is a really good song. Her second question is, who do you think is the best male artist? One Direction, Justin Bieber, or Big Time Rush? I would definitely go with One Direction. I love One Direction. I'm kind of one of their closet fans. Their music is really good and their recent stuff is amazing. I really need to get around to downloading that CD. One of my friends is a huge One Direction fan here, and she's been showing me different songs, and I've been like falling in love with all of them, especially Little Things. That is such a cute song. Oh my gosh, I love it. But yeah, so I guess I go with One Direction on that. The next questions come from Live Laugh Love 26230. And she asks, when did you start using makeup and do you have any pets? So for the first question, I actually was really late on starting to use makeup full face wise. I always did like a little bit of eyeshadow or eyeliner for special occasions, but I never wore a full face of makeup until probably junior year or maybe even senior year. I think I started wearing face makeup junior year of high school, so I was around 16 years old, and that's kind of older. A lot of girls will start wearing makeup in middle school or early high school. But I honestly really didn't get into makeup until I started watching YouTube videos, so I have YouTube to blame for kind of my transition into being that much more of a girly girl, but I'm totally okay with it. I love makeup now and I love making these videos, so yeah. And to answer her second question, I do have pets at home. I have 3 dogs. And they're so funny. I'm not a huge dog person, but I still love my dogs. We have a golden retriever, her name is Molly, and then we have 2 mini dachshunds. One is Lily and the other is Jonesy. And they're just all such great dogs. Of course, they have times where they get annoying, especially when they want to bark at everything, but they can be really sweet too. And the dynamic between the big dog and the 2 little ones is really funny, so that's always just a great time. The next question is also from Dancing Diva 17, and she asks, what's your favorite part about Christmas / the holidays? For me, this is gonna sound cheesy, but my absolute favorite part of the holiday season and Christmas is the spirit. I really just love how happy and like upbeat most people are around this time of year. I love the music. I love just like making cookies and doing all those silly like holiday tradition things that are just so much fun. I love how happy everyone is and the spirit that everyone's in, and also of course getting to see my family, especially being a college student now who lives in a different state when I go to school than when I'm home. I really appreciate that time that I get with my family that much more. And I'm actually super excited because after I film this video, in a couple hours I'm heading out to the airport and then I'm flying home for Thanksgiving break. So that's really, really exciting, and yeah. But anyway, long story short, the spirit of the season is definitely my favorite part of the holidays. And the last question also comes from Dancing Diva 17. Thank you for asking so many good questions. And she says, if you could meet any one person, dead or alive, who would it be and why? This is such a like huge question. It's kind of hard. I think I would have to go with David Cook though. I've been a humongous fan of David Cook since I was in 8th grade and he was on American Idol. I just fell in love with him. I rooted for him hardcore all season, and then he won and I was crying and it was great. And since then he's come out with 2 CDs, he's been on a couple tours, and I've seen him in concert twice. Both times have been absolutely amazing, but I still have yet to have the chance to meet him. And since I'm such a huge fangirl and I love his music so much, it would just mean so much to me if I could meet him, because I'm kind of in love with him. So yeah, I think if I could meet any one person in the world, it would be David Cook. And my answer why is because I'm obsessed with him. So yeah. Alright, and that was it for the questions that I'm going to answer in this video. I hope you girls enjoyed this and you got to know a little bit more about me. Of course, if you have any more questions, just keep an eye out in your subscription box and on Twitter, because I'll be doing one of these videos again soon because I think they're so much fun. And yeah, I guess that's about it. If you girls are wondering, I am wearing letters right now. I feel like I'm probably gonna get questions about them. So I'll go ahead and show them, but that's what they look like. And yes, if you weren't aware or you don't watch my vlog channel, I am in a sorority now. And you can feel free to judge me if you'd like to. I honestly am so happy with my situation and being in a sorority. It's so much fun and I absolutely adore it. So you can throw the stereotypes right out the window. They're not true at all, and I just love being in a sorority. I love my sisters so much and it means so much to me. So yeah, anyway, that was like a mini rant, but like I said, I hope you girls like this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment below and say hi, or ask me any other questions if you want to. I'll be happy to answer them. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Pinterest and all that fun stuff. It'll all be linked below. And I will talk to you girls very soon in my next video. Bye!